This is a quick navigation tour for the assignment. First step is to navigate to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The second step is to choose the subject unemployment and then click go. So right down here in the regional home pages, I'm not going to go to choose a state. I'm just going to go to choose a subject, find unemployment, and then click go. Third step is to select a state, in my case Arizona. You can do it on the map or down here. I'm going to click the map. The fourth step is to select other BLS products for your state. So here's Arizona up at the top. Here's other BLS products for Arizona. Go ahead and click that. And the fifth step is to select a city or a large city closest to the city where you live. In my case, I live in Tucson, so you can go to the map or here are the list for your state. Select it. And the sixth step is to select unemployment from this list right down here, the back data graph. So I found unemployment rate, and then under this back data, click that little graph there. Once you're on this page, check till you get so that the time is correct. So we want 2005, 2015, which will include 2014. Include graphs. Graphs are nice, but we want the actual numbers. So click that box on to include annual averages, and then select go. So now you can scroll down, see the graphs, and again this is for Tucson, Arizona. And the first, so now you can record and compute. So the first was to record the number of human beings at an annual rate. I mean, these are all monthly rates, but I found 2005 annual. There were 441,551 individuals in the labor force in my area in Tucson. Employment was 421,815, and during that year there were 19,766. So you can verify that unemployment, this number divided by the labor force, is going to be about 4.489% or rounded to 4.5. Scroll down to 2014 annual to get the other information. So back in 2005, you'll recall unemployment rate in my city was about 4.5. In 2014 it was 6.2, so it's gone up. December, last couple of months ago, about 5%. That's preliminary. But anyway, there's the data for unemployment in my area. The 11th step, or who's counting, the next step is to click home, go back home to where we started. And the 12th step is to choose inflation from that little drop-down menu. By the way, if you can't find that, just scroll over to the far left and you'll get this this window back. So I'm going to select inflation, prices, and spending. I'm going to click go. Then from this menu, I'm going to select from the drop-down my state. And the 14th step is to select consumer expenditures. And now notice that Tucson is not here, but Phoenix, about 110 miles away from Arizona, is a large city, and this is consumer expenditures, and that's, I think, what the assignment is asking. Not only inflation, but also the largest and smallest expenditures. So click that on, or click on that. Scroll down to the table, though here's some information about the percentage distribution of average annual expenditures for 8 categories, but I like the table here, so I scroll down to the table, and there's a comparison of the United States to the Phoenix area, metropolitan area. It looks like in my area, housing was the largest percentage for the Phoenix area. About 35% of the 51,269 average annual expenditures was spent on housing. That compares with the U.S. of about 33, so a little bit higher percentage expenditure on housing. And the lowest in my area is reading. Notice reading, education down here. Reading in the Phoenix area was 0.1%, and there's a little star there or asterisk, and it says a statistically significant difference from the U.S. average at the 95% confidence level. So nationwide, reading expenditures amounted to about 0.2%, and my area less than that. So take that for what it's worth. So we can record the information, and then the last step is to find out what the inflation rate is for my state or for the Phoenix area. So we can just click back up, select the Arizona state again, and then the consumer price index for the Phoenix area or the closest city, so your city or the closest city. Click on that, scroll down to the table, and this is the Phoenix Consumer Price Index for urban, family of 4, semi-annual and annual percentage, not seasonally adjusted. And so it looks like price inflation in the Phoenix area dropped the first half of 2015 by 0.2%. And the second half of that year, 2015, it rose, or inflation rose, the general level of prices rose 0.5%. And that's how you navigate the Bureau of Labor Statistics for the assignment. Thank you.